If you can read a book for 30 minutes without checking your phone, you're now in the top 5% of the population. If you can work on a single task for 2 hours without interruption, you possess a superpower that 95% of people have lost. And if you're watching this video all the way through without switching tabs or checking notifications, you're demonstrating a cognitive ability that's becoming extinct. Deep focus isn't just rare anymore. It is a competitive advantage so powerful that it literally determines who succeeds and who doesn't in the modern world. Today, I'm going to show you the psychology of people who can still focus, what makes them different, and how their brains have been protected from the epidemic of distraction destroying everyone else. Let's start with some data that should terrify you. Microsoft research found that the average human attention span dropped from 12 seconds in 2000 to 8 seconds today. For context, a goldfish has an attention span of 9 seconds. We're literally less focused than goldfish now. Gloria Mark, a professor at UC Irvine, found that the average person switches tasks every 3 minutes. And after each interruption, it takes 23 minutes to return to full focus. Do the math. If you're interrupted just 10 times in an 8-hour workday, you're losing almost 4 hours of productive capacity. The University of London found that constant digital distractions lower your IQ by 10 points. So what separates the 5% who can focus from the 95% who can't? It's not intelligence. It's not genetics. It's environmental control. Princeton University found that when you're in a cluttered environment, your visual cortex constantly processes stimuli. Even trying to focus on one thing, your brain burns cognitive resources tracking everything else. People who can focus have mastered attentional hygiene. They create monotasking zones with no phone, no notifications, no visual clutter. Studies show just having your phone visible on your desk, even face down and silent, reduces cognitive capacity by 20%. They use attention training through meditation and timed deep work sessions. Neuroscience shows this increases gray matter density in the prefrontal cortex, and they embrace boredom. While everyone else reaches for their phone instantly, the focus elite sit with boredom. Breakthrough thinking and creativity happen during these unfocused moments. Quick question, comment honestly. When was the last time you sat doing absolutely nothing for 10 minutes? No phone, no TV, no book. Just sitting with your thoughts. Drop your answer below. When you achieve deep focus, your brain enters a flow state. Your parental cortex temporarily deactivates, creating what athletes call being in the zone. Time disappears. Self-doubt vanishes. Performance skyrockets. Studies show productivity can increase by 500% in flow states. But reaching flow requires 15 to 20 minutes of uninterrupted focus. One notification and you're back to zero. Think about your typical day. How often do you get 15 minutes of true uninterrupted time? For most people, never. Meanwhile, people who protected their ability to focus enter flow states multiple times daily. They're operating with a 5x productivity multiplier. Dr. Andrew Huberman explains that focused attention triggers neurochemicals that cause neuroplasticity. Your brain physically rewires itself during deep focus sessions. People who regularly practice deep focus aren't just getting more done. They're making their brain stronger, more capable, more resilient. If you're realizing how valuable this skill is and want to develop it yourself, subscribe to this channel right now. We go deep into neuroscience and practical strategies of peak mental performance. Let's talk about what distraction costs the 95%. Creativity death. Constant task switching kills creative thinking. Your brain never enters diffuse mode necessary for innovative ideas. Decision fatigue. Every notification or task switch requires a micro decision. By noon, your decision-making capacity is exhausted. Identity fragmentation. People who can't focus never develop coherent sense of self. Your identity becomes a patchwork of external inputs. Relationship deterioration. When you can't give someone full attention, they feel it. Studies show phubbing causes measurable decreases in relationship satisfaction. And the most insidious cost, you lose your ability to be alone with yourself. When you can't sit in silence, when you need constant external stimulation, you become dependent on the outside world to tell you who you are. You lose autonomy. You lose agency. You lose yourself. If this is making you realize what you've lost and you're ready to get it back, hit that like button right now. How do you become one of the rare people who can still focus? Here are the exact protocols. Schedule one 90-minute session daily where you do one thing. No phone, no internet, no interruptions. Start with 25 minutes if 90 seems impossible. Digital sunset, no screens 2 hours before bed. This gives your brain time to process without new inputs. Boredom training. Sit for 10 minutes daily doing nothing. No meditation app, no music, just you and your thoughts. This is the most powerful focus-building exercise. Single tasking days, 1 day weekly, do only one category of work. Writing day, strategy day. Your brain will thank you with flow states. The phone funeral. Every evening, bury your phone in a drawer until morning. Not on your nightstand. Gone. The focus elite don't sleep next to slot machines. These protocols sound simple, but they're brutally hard to implement. Your brain has been rewired for distraction. You're fighting neural pathways built over years. But neuroplasticity works both ways. Every deep focus session rewires your brain back. Within 30 days of consistent practice, you'll notice dramatic differences. Within 90 days, you'll be in the 5%. The ability to focus deeply is the most valuable skill in the 21st century. While everyone drowns in distraction, the focused few are building empires, creating art, solving problems, living with intention. You can join them, but it requires something radical. Opt out of the distraction economy. Say no to notifications, infinite scroll, constant stimulation. Choose boredom over entertainment, depth over breadth, quality over quantity. The world will tell you this is impossible, that you'll miss out. The world is lying. Comment below. Which protocol are you starting with today? I'm reading every comment. Being rare isn't about being special. It's about being willing to do what 95% won't. Focus is your superpower. Time to reclaim it. Your attention is your life. Protect it.